Etsy sellers are freaking out, but should you be? In today's video, we're going to go over the Etsy updates of 2025. They are making it crystal clear who is allowed on the platform, and more importantly, who isn't allowed on the platform any longer. This may surprise you, so sit back, relax, and get ready to know exactly how to make money through Etsy being a handmade seller. Because on this channel here at Makers Gonna Learn, we dive deep so you don't have to. Let's go ahead and dive right in. First and foremost, it's not that Etsy is changing policies, but they're trying to get crystal clear for you as a seller on the platform to know what is and what isn't allowed. Overall, this is a good thing as long as you do not fall in one of the categories that we are going to talk about that are no longer being allowed to be on the platform. And it does affect quite a few of you, and we'll call out those as we go through. But they've broken it down into 4 simple categories that is approved for Etsy. Number 1, made by a seller. You physically make the items with your hands and tools. Think things like your laser machine, your Cricut, your die cutting machine. You are using machines like that you have made, and you are selling that custom one-of-a-kind item. You decide the size, the color, the shape. It is custom to you because you, my friends, are the creative mind in the design softwares designing it. That is what made by a seller requires. All right. Number 2, designed by a seller. This one right here, people are skipping over in my community because they're saying, Tanner, we love doing print on demand, but I'm not actually making the shirt. Well, my friends, you fall into this category right here. You are designed by a seller. That includes using services like Printify or Printly. You created the design custom to you, even if it's printed, manufactured, and shipped by someone else. It is designed by the seller. Therefore, it is still one of a kind, amazing masterpiece that no one else has ripped off. Thirdly, handpicked by a seller. You curate or source the supplies for other creators. Think beads, think fabric, think anything of that kind. You are congregating your own genre of beads, library of fabrics. You are able to hand pick that item. And because you are the curator, think of a boutique, like I like to mention time and time again, you are the person curating what is on deck inside the shop. And that is your 10% edge on anybody else in your industry. Etsy still wants to highlight you and allow you to be on this platform because they know that people's creativity comes out in all different ways. And it's not just by designing, not by hand making. It can always also be your eye for design. And lastly, sourced by a seller. I like to think about this when it comes to vintage goods. It is not something that is handmade, but it is vintage and it is very special and cannot be replicated. Those are the 4 big ways that you are going to be able to sell on Etsy in 2025. I think this overall update is affecting companies like 3D printers because now, according to new policy, you cannot just create products that you once would buy a file with commercial use access to use, make, and sell. Here's the thing. You have been able to have that commercial license to make and sell. Totally legal. And that license is still good on other platforms. But say you as a 3D printer has been able to create this awesome cup tumbler holder, and so has hundreds of other people. Well, guess what? Because you didn't change the design, you did not alter that design, you were just making it and printing it. Not much creativity or anything like that takes place. Guess what happens in this scenario? They are saying this is no longer allowed, right? The same is for apparel makers. You can no longer buy commercial rights to a design on platforms like Creative Fabrica, design bundles, or even Makers Gonna Learn, and to be in agreement with the policy that is on Etsy, you be able to just slap on a cut file and sell it. You must be making something super custom. You must. That is not in agreement with the current policy. It is now more than ever important for you to be making custom to you designs, designs that you are able to say you own 100% of. That is super, super incredible and will help you be able to do it. The way that we recommend people to work with Makers Gonna Learn files is to take one element from ours and add multiple elements or designs to now have a one-of-a-kind design. The same when it comes to Canva, being able to understand exactly how to design on Canva. You can't simply take an element from Canva, slap it on a shirt, and call it your own. But what you can do is put in multiple elements, add a font, add some colors, do some alterations, and that, my friends, is now your own design that is custom to you. Etsy is wanting to celebrate the creative, celebrate the 1% unique item that no one else has access to. That is the magic that people want when they step on to Etsy. And that is the magic and the level that Etsy is inviting us to level up into. All right. It is super, super fun. Some really fun things that I am so excited to celebrate is all that to say, the design is going to play such a larger role when it comes to your Etsy listing and images like never before, right? It is super, super awesome. One thing that is so important to let you guys know about is print on demand is here to stay, but with your own designs. I want you to understand you need to be able to be a creative enough to design unique items. If you struggle with that, I'm going to link down below a really quick and easy program I have called Canva Confident. It will allow you to design really quick, really easily using Canva. I also have some other resources to free things down below to help you with your Etsy shop. We've been having so much fun teaching people how to use Etsy to leverage your creativity and make money in 2025. Inside Passive Earner Society is super fun. I'll leave an application link down below too, because Etsy is just trying to curate an amazing high quality group of sellers. They are no longer wanting cookie cutter approaches, simple, quick. They are wanting something and to have sellers to step up and sell really unique items that are not being sold all over the platform. They're wanting unique. And one thing that I find super fascinating is Etsy is allowing AI images to stay. AI image generation is in the clear. So you will be able to leverage artificial intelligence to be able to design on your behalf because of the prompting you're giving it, because of your custom approach to designing with AI. It is going to be big. And here at Makers Gonna Learn, we are diving in deep when it comes to digital design through artificial intelligence. Because here's one thing about Tanner Bell is he is not a graphic designer. I have a lot of ideas, I have a lot of thoughts, and I'm really good at telling other people what to do. And guess what? I'm now going to be able to tell my AI bots to design for me and be very specific. Imagine being able to do things you couldn't even figure out how to do in Adobe Illustrator or Photoshop. That is the power of artificial intelligence when it comes to designing. It's going to change the industry as a whole, and Etsy has said that is here to stay. That is super important. So, my friends, where does this leave us? It leaves us in a place where it is clear to me Etsy is 100% all in on making sure the right sellers are here to stay on the platform and the wrong sellers are getting off platform and going somewhere else. Because when the buyer comes to Etsy, we want them to know that we are here to deliver amazing quality day in and day out. And who isn't meant to be here is the cookie cutter approach that is so 2017. That is no longer even working on Etsy, and we see that happening. So if you're here and you're like, I want to know how to thrive on Etsy, I've left some links down below. Check out Canva Confident if you need help with designing. Check out Listing Lab. Apply for passive earners if you need us to give you a clear review of your shop and give you a plan for success. It is going to be super, super awesome. And here is what I want you to understand. You belong here on Etsy. You have been so creative, been able to design and craft probably your entire life. If you're like me, it is now the time to answer the call, to step up to the plate and design and sell like never before. Whether you are hand making it, whether you are designing it, whether you are curating it or sourcing it, you are meant to be on Etsy, my friend. So have no fear. Don't let anyone scare you out of selling on Etsy. They are there to champion and rally behind you, the creative. Because here's one thing to remember: Etsy only makes money when you make money. Think about that, my friend. If you win, they win. And that, my friends, is what a good partnership is all about. All right. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'll be in the comments ready to chat with you around all of these updates. If you have questions, I got your back. And if you're ready to go to the next step, check out the links below. Bye, guys.